Welcome to Pass the Popcorn. My name is Joe Holcomb.
And my name is Isabel Holcomb.
And today we're here to review the new Disney-Pixar film Inside Out, directed by Pete Docter and starring the voice talents of Amy Poehler, Phyllis Smith, Louis Black, Bill Hader, and Mindy Kaling. Isabel, what do you think of this movie?
I thought that this movie was good for all ages. We took Tucker and Jackson to the theater, my little brothers. And Tucker is only 6 and Jackson is only 4, but they still loved this movie and they thought it was hilarious. And every time I looked over at them, they were smiling and laughing, and you could really tell that this was a fun movie, and little kids watching it and feeling like it's a fun movie is just proof of that.
Yeah, and I agree with you. It was not only fun for you guys, but also fun for adults, I think. I laughed at a lot of the same parts that you guys did, but I also found myself laughing sometimes at points where you might not have been laughing. The director and the writers put in a lot of good pop culture references for adults too, to things that were probably made before you were born.
But there were also some puns for kids in there. I noticed that Tucker and Jackson were laughing like crazy when those parts came, and they thought that the funniest part was when you looked into other people's heads, like with the cat. They thought that the cat and the dog was hilarious. They were the loudest laughers in the theater. So there was some puns in there for kids too, not just adults.
I agree. My concern, I think, going into this movie was that the idea is not totally original. Again, before you were born, there was a TV show on Fox back in the early 90s called Herman's Head that ran for about 3 seasons and really dealt with the exact same concept. It was an adult and the emotions that are inside his head, and we're going to this attic and you would see his emotions working together. So I was concerned going into this movie that it wasn't going to be entirely original.
But here's the thing. In this movie, you're inside a kid's head. So you kind of get to see what the emotions are thinking inside a little girl's head, not inside an adult man's head who has a career and stuff. Inside a little girl's head who is making friends, and I thought it was different, and I've heard of that show as well. I mean, but the thing with this is it's an idea for kids. It's a new idea to kids, and I bet half the people in the theater when we were going to go watch it didn't even know that Herman's Head even existed. They probably thought that this was a whole new idea, but then again, half the kids in the theater were kids 12 and under.
Right, so they weren't born when Herman's Head was around. Well, that's true, and this one also differs in that, like you said earlier, it goes inside other people's heads and into animals' heads, as the boys enjoyed so much. And Herman's Head really only stayed inside Herman's Head, so that was a difference as well. I really liked the way they developed the emotions here too, which were also different than the emotions that were used in Herman's Head. This was a different set of emotions, the 5 that were really used in this movie. How did you feel about those 5 emotions?
I thought it was kind of cool how it goes to show that Joy was the first one, because Riley was kind of just born to be happy, but then sadness came in, and I think it was a little selfish of Joy to be taking over and sadness just standing in the corner. Quote from Joy, "You can just stand in your circle of sadness. We'll take care of this."
Yeah, it was fun how they learned to really work together ultimately and come together by the end of the movie. I kind of wondered if they would branch off perhaps and maybe even see new emotions arrive at some point during the movie.
Yeah, I was thinking that too when I was watching it. Towards the end, when the emotions started to combine, like joy and sadness and emotions started to combine, I was sure that all 5 emotions would come together and to make one core memory and create a new emotion like creativity or curiosity or wonder or something cool like that to show how her emotions are kind of growing.
Well, I like that you brought up the core memory issue. I really thought that, kind of the emotional base of this movie and what made it really relatable to all age groups was the idea that our emotions and our experiences help to develop these core key memories in our lives that really shape our lives. And I thought that was a neat premise and a neat message, and really took this this movie a long way, and I thought it was great. So what would you give this movie overall?
I would give this movie a laugh out loud emoji because, as we said before, this movie had a lot of puns for kids of all ages, including adults. So I thought this movie was really hilarious, and this movie really made everybody in the theater go crazy with laughter.
And I gave this movie a tears of joy emoji. For adults, this movie was certainly very funny, but also pulled at the heartstrings a little bit. There were a few points where I teared up thinking about my own children. So this is one that will make you both laugh and cry, and that you'll really enjoy even as an adult. Thank you for watching Pass the Popcorn today.
I'm Isabel Holcomb.
And I'm Joe Holcomb.
Go get the popcorn.
The movie's about to start.